Hello, physics, medical physics, Raman spectroscopy, and artificial intelligence. Today, we're going to discuss about the artificial intelligence and machine learning and other aspect of data science. Artificial intelligence is making machine to think. So this is the purpose of the artificial intelligence. So the machine is capable of understanding the data, making decisions, making predictions, and actually it's refining the raw data into new data set. So machine learning is a subset of artificial intelligence. So the machine learning is exploring the data set and employing the statistical analysis. And there are three kinds of machine learning, which is supervised learning, unsupervised learning, and reinforced learning. Supervised learning is based on past data, which is a labeled data. So past data is old categories, and it is converted into new categories, new connections, and new classifications. And it is using there are many statistical analysis technique which are used: regression, linear regression, polynomial regression, decision trees, and random forests. And there are some classification and bias and the decision tree and support vectors. So it is easy compared to the other one. So this is supervised learning. You have a past data, and based on the past data, computer makes some decisions, make some connections, and new categories. Unsupervised learning is to find the learning pattern from data set to the clustering or grouping to find the similarities, and we have to give the rules of similarities. And it is they are using k-means clustering, Gaussian mixture, Euclidean distance, and principal component analysis, PCA, or hierarchical clustering. So these are the technique rules which are techniques which is used in unsupervised learning. So this data, there's no data, but we have some data to learn. So we have to make some kind of clustering or grouping, and then we make it a meaningful data. So it's not easy. Reinforced learning, it is input. Some data is labeled and some data is not labeled. So it's a mixture of labeled and unlabeled data. So it is we have to do the modeling of the learning based on the past data which have available with the labeled data, and we have to make a new predictions. So it is not easy, and compared to the supervised learning. In supervised learning, there are some kind of connections, some categories, and there are new categories to be introduced. So this is the machine learning. So artificial intelligence, machine learning, and then is a deep learning, which is also the part of the machine learning. And data analysis is a tool which is enabling the machine to think as a work as a human brain. So human brain has a neurons, so it's a neural, mostly depend upon the neurons and connections. So there are vast application of deep learning in analysis of medical imaging. So instead of human interaction, there are machine interaction. Is uh, see many images and make some decision. Climate changes, there are many patterns changes, so we can predict the climate change. Drug testing and drug design, translation of languages, and speech recognition and face recognition of the people in the crowd. So these are the applications of deep learning. Deep learning is making multiple layers as in neurons. They are connected to each other and extract common features from raw data and convert into the new data. So they use a recurrent neural network, CNN, RNN, and this data is time varying data. So with the time is changing. A transformer is a general data, convolution neural network, so image based data, an artificial neural network. Uh, so it's a digit based number based data. So if it is number based data, we use artificial neural network. Is image based convolution neural network. And if it is time based time varying data, then a recurrent neural network. So these are the technique which is used employed in a deep learning as a tool. So ingredient of artificial intelligence is a part of the data science, artificial intelligence, and artificial intelligence as a subset of machine learning. Machine learning, the problem to solve is use regression, classification, dimensionality, and association. These are the problem will be solved. So in the problem solving, this one we need is web scraping. It is legal in most of the country and illegal in some countries. But in this case, we have to get some involved third party to help this one to extract data and content from a web-based site. For this one, there are some programs which can help this one as a Scrappy and Beautiful Soup, and there are many others. Second one is a person should know have a mathematical skill. It has good statistical analysis in order to know the regressions, uh, Monte Carlo clustering, time series, feature engineering, and data wrangling. So these are the statistical tools. We have a good command of this one, and algebra and ability to solve the differential equation, which is time varying or space varying differential equations. So next one, we need an editor for the coding as a tool. This is the sum of the data science and the machine learning to solve the problems of as a software. So you need IDE, integrated development environment. So Python is good. So for this one is a Spider and Jupyter, and the PyCharm is also very good. So first of all, we need a data from a web scrappy and then mathematical tool in order to solve the problems if it's the differential equations or others. Then data analysis. We need some kind of tools, and number 4 is IDE. So these will help us in detail. So these are the ingredients of solving the problem in machine learning. So is machine learning, so web scrappy, mathematics skill, data analysis, and IDE as a software for the code editor for the coding. So with this one, we will be able to solve the problems. The problem of regression, classification, dimensionality, association, clustering in the old data and into the new data. So that is the part of this Raman spectroscopy and using artificial intelligence.